What's up, everybody? It's Joe and Angie. We are here with our market report the week of April 26th, the 26th through, I guess, the 2nd of May. So anyways, end of April, end of the first third of the year. We don't really count that. We count quarters. So beginning of the end of the second quarter, right? Whatever it is. So let's talk about the market and what is happening. All right, Ange, first thing we're going to talk about is average sales price in Las Vegas. It's up 13% over last year. Average sales price currently sitting at $333,500. That average is influenced by a lot of things. Like the average home we sell is higher than that.
Yeah.
We typically are we deal with a lot of move-up buyers. Not to say we don't do first timers, not to say we don't do retirees, but we get a lot of people that see the homes we advertise. They have a $333,000 home that they want to sell, that they're moving up. So what, if 333 is the industry average, what's your average been over the last year?
Ooh, my average has probably been more in like the 500 to 600 range because the folks that come to us are selling that 350.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I was just thinking about, I'm going on a listing appointment. They bought their house for $255, and now we can sell it for $365. So it's amazing when you bought just a couple years ago how much money you can make right now.
Yeah, that's true. Story, this weekend was with a good friend of mine. He's buying a house. Historically speaking, when it comes to price, anything over $1 million, you used to be able to name your price, name your terms, name your time frame. Like, hey, if they liked it, no big pressure. You could take some time. This thing's not going to sell for a while. So we viewed 6 multi-million-dollar homes. The last home we viewed, they loved. They wanted it. We made a pretty close to full price offer. We got a discount for them a little bit, but we were like pins and needles waiting to see if we got it on a $2 million home. So the market's crazy.
Right?
Cash.
Yeah, cash right now is not getting it done
used to be
like
you could get whatever you wanted, but now it's a little bit tougher. So that is the median price, $333,500. Obviously, your situation is unique. So went to a listing appointment this morning. The house comps out at like $380. It's pretty nice. Got wood floors. Got a pool and a spa. And I told him let's list it $425. And so every home right now, there's a premium. It's kind of like, I love the new Corvette. Yeah. And I missed out. I didn't put in my reservation online. So the Corvette technically retails for $80,000. But if you want to go buy one at a dealership that is standing inventory, you're going to pay like $125. There's a premium. So homes have a premium attached to them right now, even over appraised value.
Anything we pull up, we have our clients are screenshotting us what they think. Right. And I'm like,
good luck, yeah.
Let's go higher than that.
Yeah.
All of that. I thought you were in line for the Tesla.
I am in line for the Cybertruck.
Okay, I was like, wait.
Coming, hopefully Christmas 2022. Her husband's getting one too. It's going to be awesome. All right, number 2 is average days on market. You're watching this. In your mind, pick a number. The average days a home sits on the market before it goes into contract right now is 9. 9 days on market right now. From the time it hits the market till the time it goes in contract. Now that is $150,000 townhome if it exists. Yeah. And that is $15 million and everything in between.
That's what's making it
so the
long.
Average time on market is 9 days. So if you say, I need to sell my home, how long am I going to have to put up with keeping it clean and doing the laundry and putting the dishes away and fun stuff like that? 9 is average.
And 9 seems so long because, if any of you guys are on home searches, you see. I was just talking to a client of mine. He said, I see a house that I like. It's not in my search the next day. It's literally, if you like it, there's 15 other people that like it too. Yeah.
Now this is January. From January, we were at 20 days average. So in the last 3 months, it's gone down in half. to 9 days on average.
I just saw a townhouse in beat up condition yesterday, put in an offer. I got beat up. I mean, the place didn't even have a stove. Beat up, 10,000 over it went for.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, it's a special place out there.
It's a dog-eat-dog world. All right, so the next number we're going to talk about, and each week we're going to go over these exact same numbers over and over and over again, so you can see, and Troy will put the last week's average versus this week, but since this is our first one of you and I doing this, this is the baseline. This is where we're establishing. So a median market, like a market that's not a buyer's market, not a seller's market, is 6 months of inventory, meaning the number of homes we have on the market, if no one else listed, would last 6 months based on demand. So right now, the supply of homes, if no one else put their home on the market, every single home would be gone in 1.2 months. So we only have 1.2 months of inventory. So if you're keeping track, a level market, 6 months. Anything more than that becomes a buyer's market, and anything way less than that becomes a seller's market. So it's not necessarily a bad thing if you're a buyer. I did a video not too long ago, Troy can link to it, where it still is a buyer's market because of interest rates. Like, yes, you may be paying a premium for the home, but the interest rates are so low that even if home prices were lower but interest rates were higher, it would cost you more on a monthly basis to have that same home that you bought for less, but your interest rate's higher. So it's kind of like a Freakonomics way of thinking of things. But as it is right now, there's 1.2 months worth of inventory of homes, which is really, really low and does kind of skew significantly towards the seller's market.
When was the last time you think we were at
level?
The level? Last year, probably, right?
No, last year. So July of 19 was a recent high. June of 19. So coming up on 2 years ago, we were at 4.1 months. We've been in a seller's market for a long time. I don't know the last time. Let me see, I'm back 3 years. Let me see how long this will take me back. All right, so in the last 10 years, the last time we were above average, January 2011, we were at 7.8 months supply. We got to a level market in October of 2011. 6.1 months of supply became a stable, not a buyer's market, not a seller's market. And then from there, it dipped way down in 2013, got back up to 5.3 in October 2014. Sorry, I'm kind of geeking out. And then the recent peak was 4 months of supply in July of 19. And now, if you can see what I see, like the chart just keeps trending downward to where we're currently at 1.2 months of supply. If the current trend continues, then within the next month, we'll probably be less than a month supply of homes. So.
Do we have a forecast? Do we give a forecast?
It's like the toilet paper crunch, right? Like at some point we each had like 2 rolls of toilet paper and everyone was buying it up. I think interest rates rising would make the supply go up because less people would be hopping at the opportunity to buy.
Right.
The challenge for us in Las Vegas is even if the national real estate market turns more to a level market, people are still flooding into our economy. Like a buddy of mine, the one that came down this weekend, they just want to get out of taxation in California and they can work remotely. So with remote work becoming a thing, why not live in Las Vegas? The weather's perfect 10 months out of the year. The other 2 months are really hot.
It's true.
There's no state income tax.
Right.
World-class dining, world-class shopping, world-class recreation. and so like, why not live in Vegas? If you have a job in the Silicon Valley, why not come here and live? If you have a job in LA and you can remote work, why not do it from Vegas?
Yeah,
and so even if other areas start to soften, I think Vegas is going to be hot for a long time to come. All right, so the fourth stat that we're tracking, we kind of hinted towards it last tip as far as months supply of homes, but this is how many homes are currently on the market. So we currently have available homes on the MLS, drum roll, 4,682 homes on the market.
Wow.
So that's $100,000 townhomes, that's all types of properties. If we just go single family homes, there are 2,900. Condos, there are 592. Townhomes, there's 337. And other, there are 784. So previously owned homes of all types, there's 4,400 resale homes, and new construction homes, Available for purchase, 191.
You know how I think about it, Joe, is I think about how many real estate agents are out there.
Yeah.
And even if even if we all only had one client, there's still nowhere near enough homes.
So if there's 4,500 homes and 2 transaction sides, meaning one agent represents a buyer, one agent represents a seller, that's 9,000 opportunities for like 20,000 realtors. Yeah. So if you are looking to buy or sell a home and you're getting blown up by realtors because you filled out an online form somewhere and now 20 realtors are calling you, it's because there's only 9,000 opportunities in a given month. And there's 20,000 people trying to take advantage of those opportunities. And if you want to make it even more complicated, a group like ours, we're so good at what we do, we take far more than our average share of homes. Angie has been involved in how many sides this year?
22.
So 22 transactions where she should have in 4 months, if we say even Stevens, she should have only done 2 homes because that would be the average number of availabilities per agent. Right. She's done 10x that because she's 10 times better than the average. And so she's awesome. Our team is awesome. And I think that's why people come to us. We are industry leaders in thought. We research this, we have the relationships to get deals done. So that allows us to take more than our fair share of opportunities for our clients. And it really comes down to the haves versus the have-nots, unfortunately. We list a lot of properties, we sell a lot of properties, we have great relationships with executive levels at builders to get deals done. So anyways, I do feel bad for the average person going like, I just want to be a realtor and trying their hand at it. It's really tough.
Right now, worst time ever.
Yeah.
The other thing that we have is a lot of listings that are not on the MLS.
Yeah.
Right.
We sell a lot of our homes before they ever even hit here because if you're watching this video, you've heard of the Joe Taylor Group, you know what we do. So people will hit us up and go, hey, I'm looking for a half-acre lot with RV parking in the 400 to 600 range. And so as soon as one of our team members says, hey, I got this upcoming, we may take it to that client before it ever even hits the market. So that's part of why a lot of homes don't even hit the market, is because we sell them before they ever do. All right, now we're going to do a segment called 30 Seconds of Advice. I'm going to look on my watch. I'm going to give Angie 30 seconds to give the best advice she can possibly give. Troy will probably put a little ticker up here. 30-second advice on the market, either buyer, seller. You could try to do all of them, whatever you want to do. Ready, set, go.
Find a great agent. Look at your MLS every day. Go out and see the property that day. Be armed with a pre-approval so that if you like the house, you can write a strong offer. Need your agent to negotiate and have a great relationship with the listing agent so that you can get the house that you want. Don't be afraid to offer over the price because that's what's going to get it for you right now.
24 seconds, she did it. All right, let me get my 30 seconds. All right, ready, set, go. So my advice is very similar. You need to get with somebody you trust so you'll listen to their advice. On Saturday when my client said to me like, hey, we want to spend $2 million, what do we need to offer? And I said, well, what do you want to offer? And they said, what do we need to offer? And so they rely on me to come up with a strategy. I ended up saving them thousands of dollars on the purchase because they trust me that when I said we should go in at X, they came back at Y. We never had to pay Z. Because they trusted me, we got the deal done. Ready, set, 30 seconds. Woo! All right, guys, that's our market report for the month of April. Next week, we're going to do another market report, and then we're going to Mexico.
We should do a market report
from Mexico
as well.
We'll rope Troy in.
Yep.
If you have any questions, you could comment down below. Some people put some crazy stuff down below, like links to adult websites and stuff. I have to delete stuff all the time. But if you have any real questions, text us, 702-336-8500. Myself, Angie, Jake, Jaden, Chloe, Arlie, Ryan, one of our awesome team members, Taylor, is an expert in many things. You'll hear back from one of us. If you have a property you need to sell, property you need to buy, you're frustrated because you've been trying to buy, you can't buy, worried that if you sell, you're not going to have something to buy, whatever your concerns are, we will have an answer and we'll do our best. 702-336-8500.